But look, as a young person though, I watch in despair when it comes to some in my generation who want to basically burn the house down and revolutionise everything. I don't understand it because we enjoy some of the best institutions which, sure, might need some reform, but ultimately are there to strengthen democracy, freedom and fairness. We've never been a more tolerant and prosperous society. Senator, when will any government in this country say enough is enough, stop with the woke education system, and let's start teaching children that this is a great country?
Jake, I wouldn't hold my breath because this has been changing in our system for at least the last 25, nearly 30 years. When I was elected in 1996, I had 2 teachers come to me from the university telling me that they had to teach a certain line of narrative, otherwise they were going to get sacked out of their jobs. This has been the socialist way, the communist way. And so over the years, our children in the educational system have been brainwashed. Even our people doing courses are being forced to learn about critical race theory, and if you don't pass and accept the way they're telling you, you won't get passed in your course. So there's fear from the young ones, but there are some young ones that are waking up. They do understand. They don't like the direction our country's going in because they're listening to the older generations. But a lot of them have been brainwashed. They know no better. And I can't blame them. It's up to us, the older generation, to try and teach them this is not the country that we grew up in. It's not going to be to your benefit if we keep heading down the path of being woke, critical race theory, lying about our history and trying to improve our future.
I think the birds in the background agree with you, Pauline. I can hear them loud. Yeah, you're right though. We're breeding a generation of Puritans. Look, no country's history is perfect, but we do our best to right wrongs. So just on this Indigenous Voice to Parliament proposal, will One Nation be the party of the no vote?
Oh, most definitely, Jake. You know, I spoke about the Aboriginal issues when I first came into Parliament in 1996. And I keep saying to people, but we had a vote in 1967 to actually, in a referendum, so that we would include the Aboriginal people in the census, which we did. Unbeknownst to the people, in the Constitution, they changed Section 51(26) of the Australian Constitution, so the government now has the right to make specific laws for any race. It's there. That in itself is a racist piece of documentation in our Constitution, but it's there. They've had that ability to do that and it improved the lives of the Aboriginal people. But the way they've gone about it is totally wrong. Nothing has improved. If anything, it's got worse. Because those people are supposed to be, you know, bringing them up out of the squalor and the conditions and infant mortality and drunkenness. It hasn't changed whatsoever because they're keeping these people suppressed because there is an ulterior motive to actually divide us as a nation within a nation. And that's what I'm opposing because I see that as the problem with putting it in the Constitution. You don't need a voice in the Constitution. And I believe that this has to be stopped. We have voices in Parliament. I, as elected member of Parliament, along with the other members of Parliament, we have plenty, and especially there are 11 who are claiming to be part Indigenous. They are representing the Aboriginal people and Torres Strait Islanders as well.